Well, it's going to be a big night. A season opener is always exciting, isn't it?
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so the Charlton County Indians and the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets tomorrow night in the Pinelands. Kickoff is at 7:30, so make your plans to come on out and be a part of all the activities tomorrow night. We need to pack the Pinelands and get these guys in here and get them off to a winning start. That's Coach Churchwell. Thank you for coming and talking with us tonight. We'll take a time out here, get some words from our sponsors. This is the Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network.
The Bank of Hazelhurst is Jeff Davis County's only locally owned and operated bank, serving their friends and family since 1906. They offer a wide array of services, including personal, commercial, and electronic banking services, along with mortgage and ag lending. For more information on the services they offer, call them at 912-375-4228. Download their banking app or contact them online at bankofhazelhurst.com. The Bank of Hazelhurst. When others have their branches, they have their roots.
Make the switch to Mitch for all your over-the-counter and prescription medicine needs. Take advantage of their drive-up window, curbside, and delivery services. The health of you and your family is their priority. Make the switch to Mitch, located at 5 East Coffee Street in Hazelhurst, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and 9 to noon on Saturday. Give them a call at 912-699-3784 and make sure to follow them on Facebook.
Dr. Kurt Munsiak and his healthcare professionals at the Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic care about their patients. The Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic offers prompt health care for acute sicknesses and treatments for a wide range of non-emergency illnesses and injuries. To make an appointment, call 912-375-4884 or visit them at 22 Cross Street in Hazelhurst. Go Jackets and God bless from Dr. Kurt Munsiak and his team at the Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic.
Welcome back to the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show. I'm Jim Sewell here on a Thursday night, getting set for a big Friday night of high school football as the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets will be taking on the Charlton County Indians in the season opener here in the Pinelands. Kickoff is set for 7:30, and we'll be packing out the Pinelands. Come on out and tailgate prior to the game, and then we'll get you all set to go for kickoff at 7:30. If you can't make it to the Pinelands tomorrow night, tune in right here on the Jeff Davis School System YouTube channel, and you'll get all the action live as Chris Davis, Josh Horton, and I bring you the live play-by-play on our live video stream. We'll also have audio streaming available on Network One Sports. Just go to network1sports.com, and up there where it says radio station, I know we're not a radio station, but click on radio stations and click on Georgia, and you can do a search there for Jeff Davis, and you'll be able to come in and find us on Network One Sports and get the audio feed going. We had a great trial run against Wilcox County last week. We had a lot of listeners tuned in on Network One Sports, and of course also a big following on our YouTube channel. So be sure, if you're on YouTube, once you go there, click on the subscribe button so you'll be a part of this action, and click on the bell icon, and that way you'll get notified whenever they're about to go live with sports on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. We've got big things going on. Again, some of the big games around our area, out of our region. Dodge County is at Bleckley County. Clinch County is at Berrien County. Houston County travels to Sumter County. Pelham goes to Cook. Irwin County will be at Fitzgerald in a huge rivalry game down a little south of us. Worth County is at Turner County, and Swainsboro and Metter, two future opponents of the Yellow Jackets, will be going at it in Swainsboro tomorrow night. Appling County travels to Ware County for a big matchup down in Waycross. We'll take a time out, get some words from our sponsors. We'll be back with Coach Lance Helton. This is the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show on the Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network.
Experience a better way to bank at Interstate Credit Union in Hazelhurst, where they offer a wide variety of loans. Interstate Credit Union is second to none when it comes to low rates and great customer service, specializing in personal loans, new home and construction loans, and automobile loans, as well as many other types. Their broad services include personal checking, savings, business, in-person, online, and mobile banking, and much, much more. Visit them at 14 Hinton Street, or call 912-375-0640, or you can contact them online at interstatecu.org.
Make tailgating easy and delicious with help from Three Rivers Meat Company in Hazelhurst. Three Rivers Meat Company offers specialty cuts of beef, pork, chicken, and seafood. They also have several types of the in-house made fresh sausage. If you need a grill, they're the exclusive dealer for Traeger grills in Hazelhurst. To place your order in advance, call 912-551-9621 or visit their beautiful meat counter at 90 West Coffee Street. Go Jackets from Derek Wooten and the meat professionals at Three Rivers Meat Company in Hazelhurst.
Since their founding in 1968, the Beasley Group has become a vertically integrated leader in the forest products industry, and this growth has made them the largest hardwood sawmill in the United States and North America's foremost producer of crane mats and timbers for the energy transmission, utility, and construction industries. The Beasley Group is proud to be members of the Hazelhurst and Jeff Davis County community. They are also proud supporters of all Jeff Davis High School sports. Go Jackets from the Beasley Group.
Welcome back to the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show. Jim Sewell here. Alongside me is head coach Lance Helton as we're getting set for a big Friday night of high school football tomorrow night in the Pinelands as the Charlton County Indians come in to open the season up. Two playoff teams from a year ago. Charlton, of course, a single-A power for years. They've got some state championships under their belt and a sack full of region championships. And under Coach Russ Murray, who's in his fourth season now, he's getting that program back on track to be the type Charlton County team that everyone expects when you hear that name, Charlton County. So a big challenge awaits the Yellow Jackets tomorrow night in the Pinelands, 7:30 for the kickoff. We'll be on the air, both live video streaming and audio streaming at 7 o'clock. Coach Helton joins me now. Coach, big challenge here. You talked about just as we're chatting right before we went on back on the air about what the challenge is on this first week of the season. So just kind of take us through the week.
Well, you know, the first home game in itself is extremely busy for the hosting team. We've got to make stadium preparations as far as field maintenance, as far as the beautification of the Pinelands, hanging signs, hanging flags, doing what we need to do there, getting your midfield logo painted, handing out your game cleats, doing all the things that make the beginning of the year very hectic, to say the least. So it's been a great week for us. We're excited to play at home, but it's always, you have this nervousness about you in your first home game to make sure everything goes well. And we're working hard to get that done, but you know, come 7:30 tomorrow night, it'll all be worth it when we look out there and the Pinelands are what it means to all of us.
You've got to do all that and then still find time to get some coaching in. So
Sure.
I've heard from the other two guys that went here that had a pretty good week of practice this week. Kind of take us through the week of practice.
Yeah, I've been pleased with this week of practice. You know, first and foremost, I'm excited that we actually got to practice football outside this week. Last week was extremely trying because every day of the week we were in the gym. So as far as defending 53 in a 30-yard wide field, we didn't get an opportunity to do that very well at practice last week. And the depth of the field, once you're talking about defending deep balls and things of that nature, it was just really challenging for us. Also, special team substitutions and things of that nature just are almost uncomprehendable in the gymnasium setting. So for us to be able to be outside and to be intentional about special team substitutions and defensive alignment and offensive tempo was very important for us to be out there this week, and I thought our kids answered the bell. You know, we understood last week some of our major issues were on us. This point of the year, it's really difficult to win a game. You lose them instead of winning them in a lot of cases, and we didn't do anything to help ourselves win last week, so we were able to make those corrections. And, you know, the great deal is last week was a dress rehearsal. It was a glorified practice, but now this one counts for real. And what a mighty opponent in Charlton County that we have coming into the Pinelands tomorrow night at 7:30.
Looking a little bit back at the scrimmage game from last week, I thought our run game looked really good. We piled up a lot of yardage, had some big explosive plays out of the run game. We had a couple of good pass plays mixed in there. So offensively, there were obviously things to correct, but I think overall, I was very impressed with our offense.
Well, I think we got a long way to go. I mean, let's not, let's not get the cart before the horse
Right,
now
right.
on this thing. You know, we got a lot of preparation to do. I think when for me, of course, being out there on the field, the first thing that sticks out to me are misses here, misses there, negative things here, negative things there. So after the game, when I reflect on it, I sometimes have rose-colored glasses on one view. But after we ran our reports and saw, you know, we rushed for 390 yards last week, that's a good deal for us. You know, this football team we have right now doesn't necessarily have a home run hitter, but when you go 4 yards, 12 yards, 36 yards, 6 yards, 8 yards, 4 yards, all of a sudden those things add up, Jim, and you're moving the football and you're doing what we love to do in that methodical approach of our offense. So what we've got to start doing is sharpen our sword as far as assignments, alignments, as far as our split game and gap integrity, and then sharpening the way we attack the line of scrimmage offensively. Those things have to be better, and then, you know, being able to clean up procedural penalties and the holding calls like we got last week. Those are things for me offensively we really focused on this week. You know, we are a team that offensively right now aren't as big as some of the opponents we play, so we're continuing to focus on pad level and tracks and the aggressiveness in which we play. And we still got a long way to go there and a lot of room for improvement, but I'm excited about where we can end up.
Just to be brutally honest, you know, it looked like we had some struggles in our pass coverage against Wilcox County. Got a very talented quarterback facing us this week, and Jalen King, who checks in at 6'6", 185 pounds, and he's got some very talented people to throw it to, including a 6'9", 6'8" tight end. So I know that you guys have worked diligently on pass coverage this week.
We have. I think in general there was some things we needed to fix. You know, number one, it was a conditioning standpoint. We got put in misalignment situations last Friday because we had some two-way starters that were out due to being winded or due to cramps. And to me, that was, honest to goodness, one of the more embarrassing parts of last Friday. That's not how we play football at Jeff Davis County. So we've really tried to focus on hydration and conditioning this week, along with making the corrections needed from an alignment and effort standpoint on our defense. And Coach Cravey and those guys have done a great job of writing that. And you know what? Sometimes it's good to get kind of popped in the mouth a little bit and see how you can respond. And our defense has absolutely done that this week. I told our kids yesterday after practice, you know, we finally are playing the type of defense that I like to play. It's where a blind man can know you're playing. You're hearing pads pop. You're hearing helmets clap. You're doing all those things that makes football the way that I love it to be played. And I was really excited about the growth that our kids have taken this week there. But, you know, for me, Jim, we had to fix some things defensively. We had a lot to fix offensively. And then we had to fix special teams deficiencies from substitution infractions and things like that. So we had a lot of work to do now. You put that on top of all the stuff we had to do to get ready to play a home game. It's been a busy week, babe.
Yeah, it sounds like it. This is you know, always excitement to get this first game ready to go here. I know the kids are excited. You know, it builds up, and I think you know, it's a situation our fans. I think you're beginning to feel a little buzz around town.
Sure.
And I think there was, you know, some concern about where this team would be. But I think people saw what they saw last Friday night in Wilcox County. It's kind of generated the excitement that, and as you've said it many times, you make your biggest improvement between your first game and your second game. So I think that that anticipation is building as we get set to head into a big challenge tomorrow night.
Yeah, you know, our kids aren't fools per se. They kind of understand the reputation that people are giving them and the questions people have about them. But I tell you what they've done now is they put their nose down on the grind and they went to work, and I'm proud to be their football coach, and I'm excited to see their continued growth, because here's what we don't have. We have zero combativeness with each other. Our kids love each other. They love our way. They love being Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets, and I'll go to war with kids like that every week. And we do have a mighty tall task. I mean, Charlton County, you know, this game with them, this is my first experience playing Charlton at Jeff Davis, but it reminds me a lot of the season opener in 2020 going to play the Lincoln County Red Devils over there. And you know, Lincoln County and Charlton County are held in the same regard in the single A classification. They're monsters in that class. And what I told our kids this week was this, Jim. These type of games are where you make a name for yourself. You go whip the legends, you go beat the people you aren't supposed to, and people will remember you. And I think this is a great first test for the 2022 Jeff Davis Yellow Jacket football team, and our kids are excited. They're going to have each other's back, and they're going to band together. You know, for us, we've got to focus on keeping this thing close. They've got extremely athletic people on the perimeter offensively. The quarterback is an absolute stud. He's a kid that spins the ball so well, you don't even see the ball in the air on film. It just zips. The back, I think, is probably could be the second best back we play all season long. He is an absolute warrior, going to the Air Force Academy out of Charlton, plays free safety. And then the Mike linebacker is a war daddy. He will strike you and make you like it. So he's my kind of football player. I just hate to see him in that black helmet with that red face mask, you know. I really like what they bring to the table. They play football the right way down there. Here's what I love watching Charlton County. Those kids identify as football players. You know, they don't want to go be the starting quarterback in Folkston, Georgia for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They want to be Charlton County Indians, and they play with that type of passion. 8 of their 11 starters play both ways, and they all are playing special teams as well. So, you know, I think conditioning for them plays a big part, but I know that Coach Murray is working hard on that. I mean, these guys will be ready. They'll be as energized as ever to open the season off and to try to whip the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. What we've got to do is we got to match that intensity, hang around, be a nuisance, and see what we can muster up in the fourth quarter.
You know, they're not used to not being, you know, very playoff teams, deep playoff runs down in Charlton County. They've had a couple of tough years. Coach Murray got them back in the playoffs last year, first time in 3 or 4 years. That means that, and it returns just about everybody off of that team.
That's correct.
So that means that their intensity level is on the big rise to measure up to those teams in the past.
Absolutely. I mean, the one thing about Charlton County is this: they don't talk about region championships or playoff berths there. They talk about state championships. And the way that is bred into those kids is awesome. And we've got a mighty task to go compete with a team that's what they're talking about. You know, so we're going to find out what our kids are made of off the rip really early tomorrow night. And one thing that I want to be able to do at the end of it, win, lose, or draw, is I want to be able to lay my head down and say, you know what, our kids fought their tail off. And we made this community proud. We played the right kind of football the right way. We treated the game the right way. And we gave ourselves a chance to win it. And I'm excited to see where our kids are in that spectrum tomorrow night in the end.
Well, Coach, we're going to take a break here, and we'll hold you over here. We'll get to talk a little bit more about tomorrow night, some of the other things involved around the pageantry of high school football in South Georgia. We'll take a break. This is the Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network.
C&H Creative Flooring can make your floors beautiful. They are this area's foremost experts when it comes to concrete grinding, polishing, crack repair, and epoxy coatings. They offer hundreds of color epoxy flake systems to choose from, custom metallics, neat coats, inlaid emblems, and much more. Whether it's your home, garage, man cave, pool deck, sidewalks, porches, or carport, let us help you make it gorgeous, safe, colorful, and skid resistant. Call Daryl Hutto at 912-381-9037 or Cody Carter at 912-592-5493 or message them on Facebook.
Williams Brothers Trucking is now hiring qualified CDL Class A licensed drivers with at least 2 years over-the-road tractor-trailer experience.
Williams Brothers Trucking has an excellent benefits package. They have quarterly bonuses. They have great insurance.
They offer flexibility as far as your work schedule. You're not really pressured into starting at any certain time throughout the day.
Be home every day with family-owned and operated Williams Brothers Trucking. Apply now online.
Go Jackets!
Make the switch to Mitch, not only for your prescription needs, but also for your gift needs. Visit Designs and More by Brandy, located inside Mitch's Pharmacy. Brandy offers all occasion flowers, silk, and fresh. Shop Designs and More by Brandy for gift baskets for that special someone, shoes by Corky, and jacket t-shirts for the entire family. Located at 5 East Coffee Street in Hazelhurst, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 12 on Saturday. Give them a call at 912-699-3784. and follow them on Facebook.
Williams Brothers Trucking is now hiring qualified CDL Class A licensed drivers with at least 2 years over-the-road tractor-trailer experience.
Williams Brothers Trucking has an excellent benefits package. They have quarterly bonuses. They have great insurance.
They offer flexibility as far as your work schedule. You're not really pressured into starting at any certain time throughout the day.
Be home every day with family-owned and operated Williams Brothers Trucking. Apply now online.
Go Jackets! Welcome back to the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show. Jim Sewell here alongside head coach Lance Helton as we get set for a big night of high school football tomorrow night. Got to pack out the Pinelands as the Charlton County Indians come to call as the season opener for the Yellow Jackets. Charlton County, Jeff Davis, kickoff 7:30. Make your plans to be there early. Come out and tailgate before the game, and let's cheer these Jackets on to a season opening win over a very good Charlton County team. If you can't make it to the game, you can tune in to right here on this Facebook channel and also on Network One Sports and get the audio feed there. And that pregame show will start at 7 o'clock. You can join myself, Chris Davis, and Josh Horton as we bring you all the action from the Pinelands tomorrow night. Well, Coach, we played Charlton. We hadn't played them in a while.
That's right.
We were in the region with them for a while, but when they were on some of their big runs in the playoffs, 2 wins against 11 losses and a tie in the series, and they've won the last 9 in a row. And I tell you, it's we talked about streak breakers. You've made a habit of that here, so here's another opportunity.
Well, I don't know about that. It ain't been me. I ain't scored the first touchdown, but we've had a good run of players along the way that I've really enjoyed coaching, and it's great. I love when you get to revisit these old rivalries and you get to talk about the Tom Hillble era playing Charlton County, and you get to do some of those things. And for me, we got to keep the main thing at this point in the year, and we've got to put Jeff Davis in a position to not lose the football game. We got to be crisp. We got to be sharp on special teams. We got to be able to run and hit. I want to fly around like a bunch of gold bullets tomorrow night on defense, and I want that gold rush offense flying around and striking people. It is something that is important to me to feel like our kids. I want our kids to feel like they can go play with Charlton County or Lincoln County or Vidalia High School or whoever. Mm-hmm. And the confidence and the swagger you're able to give young men at this age, I think, can permeate through the rest of their life and allow them to feel like they can accomplish whatever they want to accomplish. So that's important to me. But, I tell you what, I've heard some stories and some things of some of these old Charlton rivalries, and I'm hoping none of that stuff kind of happens tomorrow night.
Well, it's definitely been an entertaining series. There were a couple of years during the Hillble years. We lost to them 14-8 here. That was during Champ and Boss Bailey during their heydays down there. Went down to Charlton the following year. Was a 7-7 game, going into late in the game. But their PA announcer down there just was one of those that, he's unique. I'll just say that.
He must be like the old boy from Wilcox last week.
He was in a class by himself. It was because Champ Bailey was their star player, and every time they'd pitch it to him, it was Bailey's got the tater. If I heard Bailey's got the tater once, I heard it 1,000 times that night. But the worst part about it, he was also trying to do play-by-play on the PA. And we were back, had called a fake punt. Nate Hillble was our punter then under Coach Hibble's son, and also quarterback. And we had a fake called, and just as soon as Nate kind of tucked the ball on the PA system, hollering, "It's a fake, it's a fake, it's a fake."
Oh, wow.
Boy, Coach Hillble was going berserk on the sidelines, as you can imagine. And we listened to that a little bit long, and all of a sudden, the speakers went silent. There was no sound coming out of the PA. Somebody, it was said to be someone from Jeff Davis, apparently went around behind the Charlton bleachers and cut the speaker wires to the PA.
Holy cow.
And of course, they had law enforcement come over trying to look for the guy, and we don't know anything about it, But it did. They cut the speaker wires. We didn't have to deal with that guy anymore.
Well, you know what? I love it. That's what makes high school football awesome. Look, you hear these stories along the way, like wires getting cut at Charlton County. You hear about Johnson County's radio guy getting punched in the mouth at ECI. You hear about they're crying their onion eyes out and our PA guy getting hit in the mouth against Vidalia. So I'm hoping nobody gets hit in the mouth tomorrow night that ain't wearing a helmet. But I hope that those that are wearing the helmet, the Yellow Jackets, are the ones doing the striking tomorrow.
And just to close it out, the guy from here that did cut the wires drove down to Folkestone on Monday morning and went to the school and offered them money to pay for the repair of the wire. So, we did the right thing.
There you go. Do the right thing. There it is.
Do the right thing. But that's what high school football is all about. It is the pageantry. It is the excitement.
Sure.
And that is something that has come back here at Jeff Davis High School. Used to be nobody wanted to come to the Pinelands to play, and now that feeling's back. And I know we talked a little bit about it, how tough it is for you to set up a non-region schedule now.
Yeah, it is, and I think that the key to being successful in the high school football realm is winning your home football games. That's the first thing we talk about within our program when it comes to actually wins and losses. You've got to put priority on winning your home football games. If you win your home football games, you'll slip up on the road and win one you're not supposed to, and all of a sudden you're looking at a playoff berth. And what we try to tell everybody is this: they let everybody in the state play 10.
Mm-hmm.
They let everybody in the state play 10. We're trying to go get game 11. And when you put the focus on winning your home football games, more oftentimes than not, you find a way to play that 11th game. And as far as scheduling goes, it's a battle. It doesn't matter what you're trying to schedule for. Coach Metz and Coach Glass and Coach Wilcox and Coach Johnson and Coach Rentz, scheduling is a booger. It don't matter, and for us at this point, it's about being able to strap it on and make ourselves as a program better. I want to play good people. I want to give ourselves a chance to play our best football late, and you play your best football by playing the best people. And I'm excited to get that kicked off the right way on Friday, because I'm telling you, what Charlton County Indians are bringing to the Pinelands is good enough to win a lot of games, and our P's and Q's are going to have to be right to give ourselves a chance.
Big crowd expected tomorrow night. Going to pack the Pinelands is the theme for tomorrow night. So we've had some full houses here.
Sure.
Got to have a big one tomorrow night. You talked about how important it is. Just kick off the season and get it started right, and that 12th man can be huge.
Absolutely, especially when it goes into playing somebody like Charlton County. When we get that home crowd behind us and everybody's yelling and screaming and beating their chest, man, it's a great atmosphere in the Pinelands. And the truth of the matter is, I want everybody to think about our senior class, whether they're a majorette, whether they're in the band, whether they're a cheerleader, whether they're a football player. We're promised 5 opportunities to play at home. 5. Go back and think about your senior year in high school or my senior year in high school. That stretch of home football games are some of the most memorable times in my life. And I stand firm on this because our kids deserve those great memories, Jim. Mm-hmm. They deserve those great memories. And I believe this: when you do it the right way, everybody up in those stands, your memories will come flooding back to you when you're here. Everybody that'll be here tomorrow night wearing Navy and Gold love the Pinelands for some reason. Let's go revisit that together, and let's go cheer these jackets on to an opportunity to be half the state that's undefeated after game 1. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Tomorrow night by 11 o'clock, half the state of Georgia will be undefeated, the other half will be winless. Mm-hmm. Let's go give ourselves an opportunity to be in that first half.
Got the band coming out tomorrow night. I know they're excited to break out and show off their work over the summer. They've been working hard.
They've been working really hard, man. Mr. E and Mr. Oliver and Mr. Schroeder and Miss Oliver, they've done a great job, and those kids are working their tail off. They're out there getting everything tight and ready to go while we're at practice. They were practicing today inside as we were in the gym when we got ran off. I mean, it's awesome to see the Navy and blue that they're bleeding and what they put into the marching band here at Jeff Davis High School. I'm so appreciative of them and what they mean to me in our program. It's awesome. And Miss Beth and those young ladies on the cheerleading squad, it's the same way. They support us fully. We support them. And it's going to mean a lot to all parties to have a great crowd out in the Pinelands tomorrow night.
Tailgating going to kick off around 5:30 tomorrow night. So gather your friends and family up. Come on out and bring you box full of chicken and let's get this thing started.
That's how I feel about it. You know, the number one thing I've heard about this week is rain. You know, here's the way I look at it. You got 5 opportunities to play the game. You got 5 opportunities to go love this senior class up. I promise you, not a single person there going to melt if they get a little wet tomorrow. Let's get out here. Look here, your makeup may run off of you and your hair might get wet, but that'll be all right. We're going to love you anyway. Get out here and yes, let's yell for these boys in Navy, and let's see what'll happen.
Big time tomorrow night. Season opener. You only get one season opener a year.
That's it, man. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. We've been hitting each other for a long time. I'm excited to see Coach Metz have to work on a Friday night with a lightning detector and chasing down youngins and all that stuff. It's time for him to lace them shoes up tight and go to work, baby.
All right, 7:30 kickoff tomorrow night in the Pinelands. If you can't make it out, and can't think of very many reasons why you shouldn't, unless you're some of our fans that follow us along in Texas and New York and a lot of places like that. Those are the only ones that got an excuse.
The way I look at it is if you can fog up a mirror or a ride, I expect you to be there, baby.
All right, big news, a big game coming up tomorrow night. 7:30 kickoff. We'll be on there at 7 o'clock with the pregame show on both the live stream here on Facebook, YouTube, as well as our Network One Sports audio feed. Coach, we about talked it all out tonight, so
Hey,
close us out.
Yeah, but first off, I want to thank Mr. Riles and the young men that are running this program in here tonight. It's awesome to see the future of the technology industry and the future of Jeff Davis County in here working their tail off with Mr. Riles tonight. I'm so appreciative of them. So thankful that our school system is giving these kids the opportunity to do this, and appreciative to Mr. Riles for what he means to these kids. Tomorrow night is a very important night for our seniors, for this community. Football's back in Southeast Georgia, and it's meaningful. You know, it kicks the fall off. I want everybody to have a great time. I want a great atmosphere. I want everybody to cheer hard for our young men. I want to love them up. They've been working their tail off, man. They've been getting after it every day, and I'm ready to see them just go play. I'm ready to watch them go field. My college head coach told a story. He ate a donut, Jim, before every game we played in college, and he said it took him back to the first time he played football in Ohio. His mom would give him a quarter every Saturday, and he would ride his bicycle to play, and he would eat a donut to play. And I think that high school football, for me, the smell of the grass, you know, the smoke coming off the grills of the concession, the pregame music, the flags whipping in the air, it all brings me back to why I fell in love with this game as a young kid. And I want to build these memories for this young man. I want the people in the stands to find that donut that they love tomorrow and come cheer these Yellow Jackets on. I want everybody to wear that navy and gold. I want us to cheer loud against these Indians, and I'm excited about year 6, man. I'm rambling a little bit, but that's okay.
That's okay.
You know, I love this place, love this town, love these boys. When you're wearing Navy, baby, you're as good as gold. Go Jackets. Thank you, Jim.
And we're going to roll out wagon wheel at the end, right?
That's the plan, baby. That's the plan.
Coach, thank you very
Appreciate
much.
you.
We're going to be ready to go tomorrow night, 7 o'clock for our pregame show, 7:30 for kickoff. Come on out early and tailgate. As the coach said, don't let the weather scare you off. Just bring a raincoat or an umbrella and come on out. Let's support these young men, both the football team, the cheerleaders, the band, and everybody else involved.
Absolutely.
That's going to wind us up tonight here on the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show. For Coach Helton, this is Jim Sewell. Good night, everybody.